That's what I'd like you to do. Next thing is I like goodies. You like goodies? You know, when I made my first $1 million at 14 and a half years old, because I invented Car Finder, that was fun. I bought a Lamborghini from an auction. That was my first car. What did you drive? I like Ferraris too. We're going to play. But if we're going to do that, we're going to do it my way just a little bit. Take a picture of this page today. Go ahead, go click. See, what happens is very simple. Here's what I did for me. And that's what I tell people about, you know, the journey. I didn't want to have employees. I didn't want to have a business I had to run. So I wanted third-party business. For me, I had 22,000 payphones. I'm 17 and a half years old. I needed $1,000 a month, and I was doing that pretty easy. From there, I had 19 houses. But the problem is I couldn't get number 20. They told me the word no. I don't like the word no. So what did I do? Simple. I transferred my properties to my divisions. I freed up my loan-to-value problem. You see, I invented division process in 85, 86. Let's look at these businesses I suggest for you. Why? Because I wrote books and stories about every one of these. Storage units, controlling about 44% of those in California. Kind of fun. Dry cleaner, laundromat. How about franchise? How about a parking structure? How about EV station? How about a car wash? How about divisions doing real estate? You see, I don't want to run the business. All right, I don't want to be the one running the employees and all that crazy stuff. I just want to own the darn thing. I want to be the puppet master. So as we go through this, I want to show you exactly what I did and what I can help you do too. Next thing is rags to riches. What can I tell you? I got born in a taxi. She's 15 and a half years old. She's a billionaire family. She doesn't want me. So guess what I got to do? She put me in the trash can outside Guardian Hospital. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So your journey today can begin with me, but I need you to learn how the system works. I feel you basically paid other people to do something for you, and you didn't learn how to play the game of business. So your journey now begins with me. Now, I'd like you to draw the diagram right there. I want you to relate, no matter what city and state you live in, I want you to relate to Bank of America. They bankrupt 6,000 locations. They basically, here's a parent company owning a branch number, that's basically a tax ID, and it's a subsidiary. See, a division is an entity, so is a subsidiary. So Bank of America bankrupt locations, wiped out their 100-year lease, took the assets and the money, and wrote off on their taxes. Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, US Bank. So if we could learn what they do, could we not do the same thing too? Well, that's what I did. So let's think about Sam's Club and Geico. How about cities? It's amazing. Cities, 11 cities filed bankruptcy. All right, they wiped out their debt, stayed in business. How did they do that? You see, the problem with most people, probably all of you, you didn't look behind the curtain. Today, we're going to do that a little bit. So you're going to stop bringing the pain home. You're going to learn what a certified CFO is and understand every type of credit that's out there. On top of that, you're going to understand how to build your brain into millionaire status. But the first thing we have to do is look behind the curtain. Now, when I was a little boy, Mrs. Hope dropped me off Redondo Beach Pier every morning, 6:30 in the morning. She'd roll down her window and say, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was a she-devil from hell. I ran over to the pier. There was a light. It was a fan. I stepped warm. What did I do? Ate out of a trash can. I was hungry. Next thing you wanted to do, I stole off the pier. I reached my hand over the counter and stole stuff. I got caught the third day. He grabs my hand. He gives me you a choice, two choices. You got A, I can call the police and go to jail, or B, take out my trash. Let's see. Go to jail, take out the trash. I took out the trash. You see, what I had to do is learn how to get out of hell. And the problem with most people, they're lazy and they don't want to go look behind the curtain and do some work. And that's the biggest problem. But you know what I got? I got known as Boy. Boy, clean out the chum bucket. Boy, take out the trash. Even every owner of every restaurant, everything on the pier knew me as Boy. The founder of Tony's and the family, they own that. Going to Palos Verdes and shoveling what? On the weekends at their ranch and their mansion. So I learned one thing about Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. I learned they got money. Where's my money? So I study rich and famous people since I was a little kid. So I want you to understand something today. You're never going to get where you want to go unless you understand about personal credit. No, not because you started your credit file. Listen to silly people. You're going to take all your cards in your personal wallet. You're going to put a sticky in the back of the card. We're going to dummy proof this. We're going to write down the limit of the card, 25%. 29%, and we don't go past that. So we got the limit and the percentages. The moment you use more than 29% on any card, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. And you can't write a dilly squat. I'm sorry, I call that stupid. And people aren't stupid. How do I maintain a 750? So I'm going to talk about the problem, then I'm going to give you a solution. These two cards don't fluctuate. These do. All cards fluctuate, period, but American Express, Gold, and Platinum do not. If we take these cards in this combination, and these are the cards we can jack up past 29%, up to $1 million, pay the retirement limit as well. And on top of that, as long as you maintain a payment, they don't make your score ever go down. The ones you're jacking up is what you screwed up. You backed yourself in a corner. You hurt you and your family. That's not acceptable. How it all got started years ago? TRW, Thomas Raymond Woolridge. They made bicycle parts in El Segundo, California. They got an information business. And I called the reports wrong. Then basically what happened? I got to train their security chief. All right, Ken Yarborough. It's kind of fun. I drew the first one of these. It's very simple. It's good, fair, or hell no. See, what we have to understand is if the credit report's wrong, Experian bottomed out in 96. So if we take that combination I just told you with rules and tools, what do we get to maintain? 750 score. Now, what do you get to do? You get to learn to be a certified CFO to the corporation a lot more. So again, if you're jacked up on your credit and you back yourself in that corner, you take a picture of this page. Certain pages I'll say take a picture. So let's understand. You're going to win the lottery? You're going to get a raise? Or you're going to file bankruptcy, screw it up more? Or you're going to do debt consolidation, which doesn't work? 3 to 6 to 7 years of bad credit. So let's find a solution today. If we build supply credit, we can turn supply to cash. That allows you to balance your debt, by the way. So if you're balancing your debt, I can get you past go. Now I have no excuses. I find people with all their excuses. When I was a kid, no one gave a you-know-what about me. I was just in the way. No mommy, no daddy. So here's me, all right, 1981. Highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. Okay, my ass is higher than the 6-foot locker. Hit my head that night, kicked the light out too. So I don't have excuses. So what I would tell you to do is get to know me and go to raisecredit.com and play some more too. So I have everything I want. Everything I want. I've had that since I was 26. So what do we get to do? Teach you how to play the game and win. So let's understand today. Like I said, raisecredit.com. Now, I like to train you how to be a certified CFO, but it's not easy. It's a pain in the asset. We're going to talk about a corporation in 3 to 9 divisions. Write it down, please. Now, I do a coaching program. I coach basically 30 people at a time. I can't do more than that. You see, here's my calendar. Today, I have 6. I have 6 every day. I can only coach 6 people a day. That's how it works. So if you're not in the coaching program, oh, well, good luck. You see, I only have 2 left anyway, and I got 1 pending anyway. So what do we get to do? Now, let's think about you today. I'd like to get you on the phone. I would like to do a blueprint call with you. This means I'm going to basically talk about past, present, future. I'm going to talk about good, bad, and ugly. Then we're going to talk about a family. We're going to protect the family. I never had a family. I made a promise as a kid I'd never have a wife and kids unless I had a foolproof program. And I couldn't find one, so I had to develop my own. Family. Next, we have to talk about a corporation. How about 26 divisions? Next, we have to think about irrevocable trusts. See, we have to plan to live. We got to plan to die. That's the ultimate goal. Car. You drive a car today, and you're the registered owner. I'm sorry, that just means you're a duck and a sheep. And a bumpity bump, they're going to sue you, and they're going to take everything you got. From there, the house. Escrow, closed homestead trust. It's not in a trust. You didn't know what a homestead is. So that's okay. When they sue you, they take it away. And when you're dead, it stays in the probate. And your family got diddly squat. How about we look at auto income? How about cash flow free per time? Which I put in my book 45 years ago. And what does it mean? Very simple. All right, financial freedom. I call it auto income. Let's look at plan A, because there's no plan B. Plan B are for losers who settle. We're never going to get off plan A. Ultimate goal. Now let's focus on here. This is page 18. It says a corporation is a legal person. Let me circle it for you. Now let's understand. Mrs. Hope, she devil from hell, dealing with all this crap, and they're having a poker game every Wednesday night. Rich and famous people. They said a corporation is a legal person. I'm in the corner writing notes, seeing what they say. They told me it was weird, probably true. What did I do the next day? I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. I'm 7.5 years old. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. Came back 5 minutes later. Here's a mock of his. Here's the book. I read the book. You see, I was looking for a blueprint, some steps and rules and tools. And the problem is I was always developing something that didn't exist. You've been following ducks and sheep, sorry to say. Now look at what it just says. May sue or be sued. So a corporation, I thought it was going to protect me. Well, but it doesn't. Good luck with that. See, my first corporation, going back to the Torrance Library for 2 years until I was 9.5 years old, what did I do? I found out I could send $10, a money order, to the Secretary of State of California, and I did that. $10. You got $30 today? You see, nonprofit's only $30. $100 for a profit corporation. If you spend thousands on corporation with attorney, CPA, and corporate service, I'm sorry, that's called stupid. You didn't learn diddly squat. So what did I do? I found out corporations are free. In all 50 states, you pay a filing fee. And then all of a sudden, I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. I started getting credit cards in the mail. What that blank? At one point, I got $53 million of credit cards. What the hell am I going to do with this? I'm 9.5 years old. All right, Mrs. Hope thought I was a crook. You see, people used to get credit cards in the mail without applying for credit. Now, I got in trouble. I'm 12.5 years old. I started the Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille. I realized Braille belonged to the Braille Institution. So I got in trouble, named in a court. In a case, see, this is the thing. The corporation didn't protect me. They named me in a lawsuit. I am the voice for the corporation, like you. Isn't the goal never to bring the pain home? So what do? When I was a kid, I listened to the grown-ups always go, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what it meant. What I get back? That's about it. I thought grown-ups were stupid when I was a kid. When I grew up, I realized most of them were stupid. So we have a problem today. If you have a corporation, when they sue it, they sue you. Isn't the goal to put our ducks in a row and never bring the pain home? So understand, warning about me. I'm honest and I'm blunt. I tell it like it is. If you followed stupid, you did stupid, but you're not stupid. See, half the people in this world are freaking lazy. They want everything as a free ride. The other one better see it, believe it, go get it. But again, me, nickname, Godfather of Credit, KNX Radio, been on there 49 years. So let's think. If you allow me to tell you what to do and treat you like you're 2 years old, I can get you to millionaire. If you want, I'll get you to billionaire. I've done it 31 million times, 31 million millionaires and 29 billionaires. So the list. See, you have a goal and you have a list. What the problem is, the list is the problem. A, if you don't have it. The next thing is you don't have the steps to go get the list. See, everything behind that goal that you want to obtain, there are steps. Daily lists, weekly lists, project lists. I believe in rules and tools and steps. So I came up with a foolproof program you can't even screw up as long as you follow through. Now, I'll give you an answer. I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people. How about some presidents? How about Arnold? How about Superman for Gold's Gym? How about college professor? How about homeless people? How about 1.6 million for Giovanni? She delivered pizza. I turned her into a millionaire. Long Beach, California. $1.2 million in 9 months? Oh, I got to help people coming out of prison too. Why not? Here's Free Ray, Ricky, Dickie Ross. Gold and platinum cards. Up to $1 million. Thomas in prison for 26 years. Within 6 months of coaching, what did he get? Brand new dump trucks. It's the business he wanted to go in. See, you give me your goal, and I'll tell you exactly what it takes, and I'll do most of the work for you anyway. And I'll reach it for you. I'll hand you the keys. In other words, I'll take away your damn excuses. All I hear is excuses from people. So the problem you didn't look behind the curtain. So let's talk about you a little bit more. These signed an SS5 form. You know what that is? That's what the form is to get the SSN. You got only one chance to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you must be dead. Now, if you didn't do this, doesn't mean mommy did it. In 1971, that's when Nixon took the gold standard out. So guess what? We the people, all right, we're getting them a number of months, we'll tattoo it on our forehead. But we have to look at SS5 and SS4. Let's understand the difference between the two. I want you to put your hands like this, please. The SS5, SSN, tax, and probate when you're dead. time of death at the hospital, that's for the state and federal government because you can't take your stuff with you. They want to make sure your friends and family don't steal it. The SS4 is if you're taxable because you're profitable. You see, the only form the IRS ever created, as far as I could read my research all my life, for banking and credit purposes is an SS4, not your SSN and that SS5. So if you don't file your tax returns, you're a crook. Go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine. He listened to his stupid CPAs and attorneys too. So today, let's do this. I'd like you to write down irs.gov. irs.gov and then write down 1244. Did you know if you play by the rules, all right, you can get to a single filing with you and the corporation and almost not pay tax at all? Almost no tax at all till $3 to $5 million. So if you have a C, convert to S. LLC, same thing. Isn't the goal to break even while we get up and away to million to billion? Now, Richard didn't listen to me too. Amazing. He wins Survivor. Almost died twice in the show, running around naked. What happened? The CPA told him you get to keep $375. I told him to reference 3 times 5. That turned into $15 million. He didn't listen to anybody. He pissed it all away. Went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation. Is dumb enough to violate that too. So understand, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. We're not stupid people. Unfortunately, half the people are lazy in this world. So what do we look at? We're getting older, slower. Hell, we're not as pretty as we used to be. We look at the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corps. That means 50 states, cities. And what do they create? A Chapter 9 bankruptcy for cities. Did you realize 11 cities filed bankruptcy? So if we look at we the people, Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. We can stop bringing the pain home. Isn't that the goal to play? Now, here's what I do for me. All right, when I got 26 and $2.6 billion corporations in my structure, I want to help people for free. Nobody wanted to play with me. They didn't have skin in the game. So guess what? In every program that I do, I'm going to give you back your money for personal business credit up to times 10 and take away your excuses. So I want you to write down division of me. Go ahead, division of me. Now let's understand that form right there again. What do you have? Legal name of entity, individual person. I can put your name there, corporation, division, or subsidiary. I can build a corporate umbrella for $1 million of cash credit so someone can finance a business. The problem, people are doing it wrong. Now, 15 years ago, my wife wants to take out one of the 3 yachts in the backyard. I got the largest U-dock in Huntington Harbor. I can give you the address for that too. Well, guess what happened? One of them came in with a virus. I got to die and come back and help you. Now, I want you to write down 3 divisions of me. Write it down, because you write down 3 divisions of me, it's for you. 5 closet divisions. So let's understand. You didn't give yourself a backup and a backup when you basically bring the pain home. And you have an oh shit day, which we all have oh shit days. That's your responsibility to have a backup for a backup. Bank of America bankrupt 6,000 locations in front of you. What did you do? Complain about rich and famous people not paying enough tax? Isn't it time to shut up and join them? Chase, Wells Fargo, grocery store, and cities? Your choice is simple. I came out of that coma. I'm broke. My family are homeless. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I got $16,400. What did I do next? Because I had 3 divisions of me, I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. Why the hell do you stay down? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up loud enough? You see, a division of you. I want you to understand the only form the IRS ever created for banking and credit purposes was the SS4. You didn't pay attention enough. So me as a division or you, I can get credit, house, and a franchise. Why would I bring the damn pain home when I don't have to in the first place? Oh, the lack of knowledge. That's all I hear people say. All right, never bring the pain home. So let's think about this today. A division of me. I have a collection of cars. They're not mine, belongs to the corporation. This is $1 million car. So what do we do? See, here's what I do. I have my shopping centers, my Shakey's, my 31 flavors, my commercial real estate, my 22,000 payphones, and all the properties and all the goodies. If all of a sudden I got a problem with a piece, one piece, like the Lamborghini, because it's $6,800 a month when I first got it, I'm going to be in trouble. So I do it differently. I bought the Lamborghini in the division of the corporation, and I guaranteed it as a division of me. So what do I get to do? The 3-step I invented. Write it down, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. That one piece I put over here. I keep all the other pieces. Why the hell didn't you do this? What's wrong with you? You don't turn up loud enough or something? You're about to pay home? Well, that's kind of dumb. What do? I'm trying to save it for 6 months. If I can't save it under the Federal Protection Act, I'm going to bankrupt the shit out of it and throw it away. You've been screwing up you versus the division. What the blank would you do that? I don't understand, stupid. You understand, stupid? You see, understand, your banks and grocery stores and cities do this in your face. Why did you learn to play? Every piece and every time you sign a lease, it's a division of you, not you personally. Again, because it's a legal person. Public record. Every property is a division. You don't know which one's going to slip, fall, and sue you, screw you up. The next thing is how we receive money is SS4. No taxes due until we're damn profitable. Now the Fair Lending Act, I love that. Did you know the Fair Lending Act says one card can become 99 more? How many would you like? See, corporate credit, you can write it all off. You stole money from your family and your credit, screwed it up to start a business, and you could have been a corporate credit all along without screwing this up at all. I mean, I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand, stupid. Why do people do stupid things? All right, people aren't stupid. They're just lazy, half of them. The other half just follow ducks and sheep. So let's look at you. You got a corporation today? Oh, goody for you. Why don't we look on Secretary of State's website? Find your court, find your name. You're the incorporator. Hell, you're on the officers list. And 87% of it use your home address. I mean, I don't get it. You got robocalls and junk mail because you use your home address, and states sell you on a mailing list, and you're going, how do I do that? I want you to change your address today to a mailbox, etc., shared office space, please. Because if you use your home address, I want you to jump up and kick yourself in the ass. Right now, you need to put your ducks in a row. All right, when they sue that corp, hell, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense? Let's do it my way, because your way sucks. Is that true? I bet you it is. So we can play the right way. I like to play. I got a $100 million building right here for a division corporation. I got $1 million car, 21 of those too. Hey, how about all the $5 million mansions? How about the $1 million race boats? Now I obtained this stuff. Why haven't you? I don't understand. So here's $200 million of goodies I obtained. Why didn't you? So why don't we get a corporation and let's learn to play my way? Is that okay? So let's understand. I add you to my credit system I developed when I was teaching TRW in Yarborough and became a Spirit too. Don't worry, we've got properties on all 5 islands in Huntington Harbor and the main one on the UDock. So I want you to write down credit loan money. Here's your problem. You have a corporation. If you do, if you don't, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. Corporations should never do business. Never, never. It should have entities, franchise, and apartment complex. You build a line of defense. And what does that give you? In my book, you'll see 46 years ago, financial freedom, up to $100,000 a month. Isn't that what we should be doing automatically? So let's understand today. My problem I have when I got my $53 million credit cards, they started shrinking a couple limits, and I would say, oh, no, don't shrink my limits, no fun. I researched that too. C-191D says a corporation can loan out money privately. So every $50,000 loan out, what did I get to do? Create $2,400 a month. You could design the credit I build you, and you could actually loan it out and make money off the credit and let it pay itself. And you can actually create a blueprint. Divisions give you the automatically for multiple functions. So in my book called Buckets of Money, I put my first matrix in that. What did I do? I created a corporation in every division. These are $100,000 cards. I loaned $100,000 out. $4,131 a month. Positive cash flow times 9. Ooh, that fun. Then I did subdivisions. So since I invented the whole damn thing, why not keep doing more? That's what I did. Is that okay with you? By the time I was done screwing around for 18 months, I developed $190,000 a month of cash flow. And all the assets became $1 billion. This matrix made our second billion through corporate structure. Why not? See, your problem is still you. You have to learn to play the game to win. Isn't that the ultimate goal for you? So let's play. 41 divisions, auto income. And we got it to $1 billion of assets. Ooh, goody. Now, I saw these are the businesses to play with, auto income, but it's going to be up to you too. Now, I'm online 6 days a week. I got classes on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday too. You're stuck with me. See, I don't pass the buck. When I was in the 6th grade, they told me I was retarded. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. And 2 week old junior high, 8th grade, they tested me and SAT test and everything else. My IQ is 203 with total recall. Is that okay? I did go into Coast College after that. Going to high school would have been a waste of my damn time. So I like you to play with me from beginning, middle to end. Would that be okay? Now, remember, I told you about my 19 houses at 17 and a half. The problem I had, they wouldn't give me number 20. Well, when I transferred to my divisions, I freed up my loan to value problem. Now, here's my problem. I'm going to auctions and have a lot of fun, making lots of money. I find that the buyer's a liar, the agent, the broker, too. Hell, how the contractor that hires a subcontractor that's standing outside Home Depot. They're all trying to steal my money. What did I do? At 21 years old, I want to become the damn bank. I wanted to be the bank. So what did I do? Now, here's what I did. This is an example to see if it would work. I sold my first car. I have a loan at Ford Motor for that car, a very expensive car. So I sold it. They gave a down payment. And they're going to go to the credit union and get the rest. No. I have a division that carry the paper for you. Isn't that fun? For 7 years, I got $413 a month. Free! And then you're supposed to do. I sold my first house. I got $1,200 a month. So trying to get that $1,000 a month is pretty easy. So your problem is still you. When you sold your first car or house, why didn't you do what I just said to do? I didn't know any better, Ray. Who the hell taught me? Me, okay? So let's understand something today. I'd like you to learn the assignment of mortgage. Write it down. My real estate system is designed for billionaires. And so is my financial system. Become the bank, buckets of money, tax balancing. And then you learn the assignment of asset, the goal to play. So as we do this today, let's think about something. You have literally in 14 states properties under $100,000 are brand new. They're 5,000 down. How many would you like? Simple. What do? Section 8 or let a real estate office manage it for you. See, the excuse of not being a millionaire to billionaires is just an excuse. I like to make your money making machine. So let's say today you want to sell computers and goodies. Well, we're going to go through OPM. I got put down years ago in the Daily News saying I'm a bad guy because I created OPM. All right, because I'm using other people's money to finish the escrow and have escrow pay the debt. I thought I was just being smart. So if you want to get supply and vendor credit up to $1 million through Dun & Bradstreet and all the other pieces too, it don't pay a bill up to 90 days, let me know. All right, we can sell on Amazon and eBay. I like that too. Remember, a couple $100 million of goodies, you don't do that till you get about $10 million to play. God's gift, harbor and the mansion. From there, U-Docks, yachts and race boats. All right, even Duffy's too. And big buildings and Lamborghinis again. See, I like Lamborghinis, so you should understand that. So what do? Even helicopters. So let's understand. Every time they try to put me down and take it away, every time I hear some idiot say white man can't jump, it's like, what the blank are you talking about? I even kicked at the lights that night when the Guinness Book of Records said, where's the wires? Aluminum building, dummy. So you can accomplish your goal if you want to. I don't hear no. Do you hear no? Every time you hear no, that means one thing. You accepted it. Never accept the word no. What do? You take the 1,000 steps in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I sold this at the Bonaventure for 32 years, 5,000 a set. So I want you to stop treading water playing it safe. I believe, all right, because your lack of knowledge and your lack of steps and rules and tools and blueprint, it's holding you back. Number one, we need a 750 score. I'll build that up for you up as two to do that. You build credit on the way. How about a corporation with basically 26 divisions? How about $1 million of cash credit? How about checkbook money? How about we get basically what? Vendor money too. These are a must-have, by the way. If you want $1 million corporation, these things you must have, period. You have no choice. How you receive money matters. SSN, SS4, who wants to pay tax? Well, I think we should pay as much tax as we have to. So my first blueprint, I designed this when I was 9.5 years old. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. Now, if you don't have a corporation, I'll hand you one for free. You'll pay your filing fee. If you have a corp, I'll build the one you have if you allow me to. That way you can stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, and I'll repackage your whole life. That'd be okay if you're stuck with me at the beginning, middle, to the end. Now, I incorporate rich and famous people. They listen better than most of you. So what do we get to do? Well, what did you do? You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. You say, I want to start a business, honey. Oh, goody. You jacked them up. You dropped the score. Hell, you got stuck, couldn't get any more. You hot your house. Isn't that called dumb? And then you brought the damn pain home. Let's stop bringing the pain home. So never bring the pain home. You write down today's date. We work on 90 days to get some goodies. From there, winning the game of business 46 years ago. One of my companies was basically owning America. The other one is repackaging America. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow for you, time, financial freedom too. There I am dead. Had a shitty day. We took out one of the yachts, of the 3 yachts in the backyard to watch the fireworks. Wife wants to take a group of people to watch the fireworks. Okay, honey. All right, she tells everybody at the office he's in a coma. All right, he's probably going to die. Ron goes to the office at One Technology Drive, Irvine Spectrum, 22,000 square foot building, my building, and with the U-Haul truck stealing my books and CDs. Tom, my IT manager, sold my websites and my phone numbers to a porn site. Never call the phone number, please. If you don't have a copy, I sold it for $5,000 at the Bonaventure, 32 years. You called the office, it's $499. If you did it during a live broadcast with me, it's $199. But if you don't do it now, zow, then you just pay a little more. There you go. Take a picture of this. Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at racecredit.com. RW when you Zelle, or you can bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Now let's understand starting a business, running a business. I believe you had a friend and family member rip you off. I believe you spent thousands on crap. It didn't work. And what's going to happen if they knock you off the cliff? What if they don't catch you? Hold your breath, please. So for me, I get up at 2:25 every morning. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. I go look in the mirror. I look in the mirror and I put myself in check. As a little boy, I didn't have a mommy and a daddy and a family. I'm living in hell instead. So I put myself in check to get to million to billion. Well, what do? You come with a great idea. You go tell your friends and family to encourage you. Instead, they interrupt you. Oh, you got to do it this way. You ever notice they're trying to tell you what to do and they haven't done dilly squat themselves? I think they're clouding your direction. But that'll be up to you to accept, do it that way too. July 4th, 2009. That's the picture when I died. Before that, I get to hear the attorney and basically the hospital tricked my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So what happens? See, I take away all the excuses. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice, 6 times. There are no excuses, but it's going to be up to you. I'm one of God's true examples, by the way. So I want to get you past go, all right, because I think you're stuck. So let's understand some Lamborghinis, all right? How about a Duffy? How about a mansion? How about a white window jump? Stupid people say we don't. How about more Lamborghinis? How about you, Doc? How about a race boat? How about basically we had what? Helicopter, and then more yachts too, and we get Ferraris. It's just things I obtained, a couple goodies years ago. You gotta see the list today. So let's get you past go. So this means Ray's rules. You're gonna have to master Ray's rules every step of the way. And we're gonna use my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it, because it actually works. So credit repair, I'm sorry, it's a fraud. What are you gonna do? They're gonna charge you $100 a month, and 2 years, 3 years later, you still have shitty credit. I don't have a magic mind. Mine's broken. Can I borrow yours? See, it's pretty simple. All right. The Federal Trade Commission says credit repair can't collect money up front. Credit Repair Organization Act says the same thing too. Why don't you Google Section 611 today? See what you can do yourself. The reality is we're different because we do rapid rescore. We're in class, we're holding your hand, and we're working in conjunction to solve the problem too. You have an open collection account. Well, you have to negotiate a debt. You can't rip off your creditor. You got to man up, woman up. TRW started it all. Thomas Raymond Woolridge, that report's wrong, 96, became Aspirian 2. And I drew the first one of these, which is simple. Good, fair, hell no. But again, if we take these two, all the other cards but these two, what do we get to maintain? A 750 score. We have the ability to never bring the pain home. Rules and tools. So again, all basically negotiate any open collection account. All right, from there, 25-20% rule. We look at about 2 cards, Rapper Rescore. I invented Rapper Refresh and Rapper Score over 40 years ago. We were working with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough. That was fun. I do call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, so we'll get you the first 25 goals today. Intuit, Credit Karma. They bought them December 3rd, 2020. Credit Karma got indicted 3 times. You need to set up a Credit Karma because it's free. Next thing we get to look at this and understand something. If you're part of LifeLock, I just tell you to be careful. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. Once again, be careful. So to be a true CFO to a corporation, I want to analyze your credit. All right, I want to tell you exactly what I need you to do. And I'm going to guarantee a 750 score if you do what I tell you to do within 90 working days. Will that be okay? We play my way for a while? Ultimate goal? So that I'm going to even call your case number on a Friday or Saturday at 1:30 in the afternoon. From there, there's that SS5 you didn't pay attention to. It even says name to be shown on card, full name and birth other than above. So let's understand. You or mommy got your SS5D at the SSN 1040. That's for the tax return. That's all it's for. You look at your Social Security card today. It's not even yours. It'll say do not laminate, don't carry with you, and don't use for ID purposes. But you do it anyway. So we get to play the game. You got your SSN for one reason, the 1040 tax return. When you got your first paycheck a long time ago, or you said, where's my money? That company you work for says the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. That's what makes us a bunch of ducks and sheep. The reality is you can learn to play and go to irs.gov and get a hold of a copy of the 1244. And then you can learn to play and also not pay tax anymore anyway. A way to solve a problem. SS5, then we look at how to receive money, and then what do? We look at SS4. Oh, legal name of entity, individual person. So the only form the IRS ever really created for banking and credit purposes was an SS4, even for consumers too. So if we do this per entity, we can basically separate liability. We could play the game and win. If we have a bad piece, we get to protect the corp and the family. Your corporation's allowed 4 things in Ray's rules. Buffer tax, no tax due till you're profitable. Corporate credits a write-off, cart, fleet price, and free buffet. That's it. The divisions are your line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, and multiple credit reports, and separate liability. See, we always have an old, sorry to say, shit day, or there's someone trying to screw us over. That's just in life. So if we build a line of defense, all right, our divisions become the ducks and the sheep, and we can build up to $1 million. I guarantee everything I say I can do for you. As long as you follow through, you go to class, you don't fall in your what, and you pay attention, you don't violate the rules of applying for credit and jacking up cards during the program. If you crash the Rapper Rescore, I got to start over. That means I got to charge you a fee or close your case. So understand, open collection accounts, there's 5 ways to kill a debt. If you have an IRS problem, they have a form for that too. So if we play this way, my way for a while, we can actually win. So let's understand step 3. Next, we have to think about that 750 is waiting for you. If you let me analyze your credit today, I'm going to push a Rapper Rescore to push up your score up and away, and I'll create some possibilities, so what I call green lights. How about 96 points in 3 days? So if you're not a client yet, what do you get to do? Rapper Refresh. You go to class Friday or Saturday. All right, 750 is the score. I'm going to charge you $999. Then I'm going to give you $1,000 card back. I want you to reimburse yourself. Ultimate go. During a broadcast, I discount that price to basically $499, and the card becomes $500. With the rules and tools you got today, you can maintain a 750 score the rest of your life. You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. So let's understand, if you don't have a corporation, I'll hand you one for free. I call this a starter package. Articles also has tax ID. Set up level 1 every Friday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, I'm going to charge you $999. The average person wastes every given month. But I'm going to hand you $5,000 back of corporate credit, personal business credit. If you invest $24.99, I'll hand you back $25,000 of credit, 5 times your investment. So the goal is, again, analyze, add history, and pop credit as soon as possible. And you're stuck with me from the beginning, middle to the end. And if you want something like that, that bonus today is pretty simple. All right, it's basically set up for a Zelle. And there's your Zelle information, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. If you call the office at 800-254-9506, want to use your card, they'll take your card, but they will charge you 5% the bank charges us. So here's the problem. You are on the national mailing list. You allow this. You're probably a voter like me. Sell that list 412 times a year. You have a cable bill. You have a corporation. If you call 888-567-8688, you can opt out 5 years or a lifetime. All right, that way you can get off the national mailing list, slow down the robocalls and the junk mail. The phone number's in front of you. That's the ultimate goal. From here, as we plan the problem from now on, we plan the problem. You allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. You spent thousands, some probably didn't work. But if we take truly safety credit, line of defense, put this sticky in the back of the card, keep the rules and tools in place, and we look at all dashboards, what I designed years ago now that they do, 0 to 29 is green, yellow, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So if we balance our debt, we can go get the corporate credit right away. Step number 5. So what do we get to do? Once again, 25-29% rule. The only 2 cards that don't fluctuate, gold and platinum cards. So then what do we get to jack up if we had to? Those are the 2. What does it do? Never brings our score below 750. Isn't that the ultimate goal anyway? So you lose your job, have an emergency, what do you do next? Everybody does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and then they basically jack up their cards in 42 days. So let's pretend today you needed $5,000 now. You go ask your friends, your family, the bank, and they tell you no, because you said you need it. This is a $5,000 card in my hand. The payment, if I max it out, is $50 a month. So that means the average person wastes $50 every other day. If we wanted basically, all right, and they say you waste $140 a week, and we took it off of a corporate credit card, that's $50,000. If we took that $50,000 and invested, all right, in a pizza, all right, to a drive-through, is that auto income? Even during a pandemic, you could do that too. So we got choices today. White men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. Let's write down Ray's rules. Ray's rules are simple. I'm willing to sacrifice the division, not to corporate my family. I have no intent to do fraud. So far, every one of you have been sacrificing you and your family. That stops. This is how you get your cake and eat it too. It's Ray's rules. Number 7, you become a certified CFO and you never bring the pain home. Ultimate goal. So let's play. There I am, 541, they took the picture. I wish I could have said and go boo, but I couldn't, I was dead. There's the address, check it out. Simple. Now I've been in 2 comas so far, one at 5.5, crippled for life, and Jesus said get up, got up, freaked them all out. Last one I got to be in a coma and come back and help you. See, the devil's trying to hold us back. God's delays aren't God's denials. So I'd like to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty, my way, because I think your way, sorry, sucks. So if I do a coaching program with you, I'm going to analyze your credit every 7 days and be on the phone with you once a week. What are we going to do? Checkbook money. Next, what do we do? Corporations illegal what? Person may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things. So understand, it's like this guy here. Hey, I lost my job. Feel sorry for me. Give me money. Knock off your crap. Okay, hey, let's get real. I came out of a coma. Homeless. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. All right, I built using divisions of me $1 million of cash credit in 6 weeks. From there, a corporation can build itself. This man has to basically have a garage sale. He needs to go drive an Uber and a Lyft and go to the church for the food for the kids. That's all he's got to do. So let's get to the point. Very simple. A division allows you multiple functions. There's a problem, we disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Have a bad tenant, so building cash and supply credit. So every division you put under the corporation is a legal person, public rule on top of that too. They sue the what? The divisions, the duck and the sheep. I'm not willing to sacrifice my corp and my family. If you allow me to get your tax ID for your divisions, I'm allowed in my system to set up Experian, TransUnion, Equifax credit reports. Build you some cash credit. From there, we lined you up for some checkbook money. Lines of credit as well. Divisions do what? They multiply. And then what do you see in my bucket of money book? $190,000 a month. And a matrix that turned into 1 billion of assets. Is that okay? We play my way for a while? And that's in your book called Buckets of Money too. So what do we get to do? 41 divisions, auto income. So again, check your corporation today, inspect yourself, please. Use your home address, change it, mailbox, etc., shared office space. They sue that corp, they sue you. That's why you have to put your ducks in a row. All right, you got to create your line of defense and never bring the pain home again. So I even created something called daisy chaining. That's when you take one card and you turn it into 99 more. How about we have 9 divisions in a corporation with one card and turn it into $1 million of credit? Would that be okay? I call it daisy chaining. From there, buckets of money. Don't stop yourself. The only thing that can stop you is you. So there's no reason to stop you again. As we play divisions, I add 2,000 of history. As I set them up for the Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and from there too, I charge $490 per division. If you bought 3, you get it for $9.99. So you save, you like you buy 2, you get 1 for free. But it is a Zelle with me. Take a picture of that. From there, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. You can always call the office at 800-254-9506. Use a card, they will charge you 5%. That's what the bank charges us too. Goodies. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? So if we look at all the goodies we can obtain. Now I got to ride with Neil Diamond twice on the Love Ride. Isn't that fun? So the goal is simple. When you get a couple $100 million of goodies, what do you get to do? Corporation structure. So if we do this correctly, we should build credit cards up to $1 million. That would be kind of fun. Then we look at checkbook money. I like checkbook money. Let's build you here to the 750, up and away, and let's get you the unlimited green spark card. How about the 2 sisters for 30? Unlimited is worth 100,000. So that is 160. What if we took that one card times 9? Is that $1 million? How about B of A, $1 million, 9? How about Wells Fargo? How about Inc? How about gold? I only like 10 cards anyway, but here's my first 5. What do we do next? Up to 5 million. So let's look at checkbook money. Banks will give you unsecured from 50 to 100 to 150 to even more, with as long as you have a 2-year corporation. That means corp and division are 2 years old. That's the first question they want to ask you. If we take the 5 that I like, we could obtain up to $5.4 million of checkbook money. That's the money you use to buy the entity, franchise, real estate, some pieces. That's how you make money. Again, corporate credit, write it all off. We get to play. Now I got 8 specialty classes that I do currently on Friday and Saturday, 8:30 in the morning. So here's what I want you to do. I would like you to realize that borrow money is not taxable. We don't steal from the family anymore. We build the corporate credit up, and we let that credit be used for one purpose, to buy your lifetime income. And that lifetime income should be real estate or franchise. There's your cake and eat it too. There's Ray's rules. Become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home again. So if I gave you $1 million check today, what would you do? Everyone say, I want to buy a house and a car. I'd say stop the crap. Reference 3 times 5, turn it to 15 million. From there, borrow money is not taxable. Learn to play the game to win. The next thing is what happens for you. All right, step number 8. Oh, goody, you won the lottery. Everybody takes cash value. Okay. So now what? Here's what I'd tell you. Your CPA attorney is going to say, put it in your personal account. You're going to pay tax on the money you gain on that interest. And I'd say, no, I want you to put it in a division of you under a corporation. They go, well, you don't have a corporate tax in your name. You don't need it. The division of you is added to the same bank account. Then I say sit down with the banker and create debt. Borrow money is not taxable. I'd borrow against that money and turn it into $1 million to $1 billion. You've watched 11 cities file bankruptcy so far. So we have the United States of America Incorporated. We have the states and the cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy. You could have played the same game without bringing the pain home if you would have paid attention, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. So we play step number 9, bankruptcy. Why don't you Google that today? Why? Because you know what happens when the old shit day happens to you. Is it you and your family, SSN, or a corp division subsidiary? Make a decision who's the deck the next time. Again, you had choices to play the game. So if I add you to my credit system, I can build you up to $1 million of cash credit, as long as you go to class, not falling your wop, and we can follow through. Beat your doubt, run your race, and get out of my way where I rebuild you, please. Ultimate goal. So getting past go, because I think you're stuck. Getting goodies like the mansions in the harbor and the race boats and the helicopters. And now I want you to change your driver's license. I want to repackage your whole life. You call the call center, they just want a corporation or building this and that. Okay, and here's some bonus credit. No. I want to build your whole life. I want to change you to millionaire. That's my game. That's half the fun for me. So that's what I get to do. So your driver's license should be changed to a P.O. box and mailing address. I want you to protect your privacy. All right, step number 12. Now, the day you buy a car, what you did, you went to the dealership, they sweat you for 5 hours. Up to 9 inquiries, and on top of that, you lost $30,000. That's not how you buy a car, by the way. Here's the rules. Write down this, very simple. Stop bringing the pain home. To buy a car, it is fleet price, tax ID division. Write it down. Now, the thing you have to understand is that car and house. We don't want two people on the loan. That make no sense. Lose house and car? Sorry, you're going to have shitty credit. They're going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got double shitty credit. What should you do in a bumpity bump? My way, they're going to see the division. They're going to get diddly squat. I like diddly squat, don't you? That's step number 14. So if we play my way, every problem you get should be a division. You don't know which one's going to slip, fall, and hold you down and bring you down too. How about we look at what? The house payment offsets the taxes? Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they do that? There's no loophole. They're playing the game to win. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter with 44 billion lines of credit from 3 banks. You don't have that in the bank. You had to borrow the money. Borrow money is not taxable. But it only took him 3 weeks to screw it up. But X marks the spot. Twilly dumb. That's just my opinion too. He's got a spaceship. The other guy's got a spaceship. How about we play the game to win and join the club? Step 15. So let's think today. Run your life through a corporation conjunction. What do we get to do? Simple. From there, we pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Today, you're probably using your paycheck, your taxable income, to pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance. You should be yelling no right now and drive a company car like I do. That's the ultimate goal. Company car, step 17. So what do I want you to do next? I want you to go to irs.gov, download an SS4 form. I want you to find it. It says banking and credit purposes. All right, you didn't have to be a duck and a sheep. You chose to do that and follow ducks and sheep. From there, here's mama, 71. Nixon took the gold standard out. What happens? She got to sign that SS5 form. The S is in for the baby, or she can't go home with her own baby. So what do we get to do? Today, when you buy a house, it's escrow, closed homestead trust. House is not in a trust. They sue you, they take it away. Again, if you die, stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. I hired the contractor who hires the subcontractor that stands outside Home Depot. They're all trying to steal my money. My way, they're going to get diddly squat. Is that okay? If we look at irrevocable trust too, we play my way. I like my way. I think your way, sorry to say, it sucks. So understand, you cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. You can't be a crook. Wesley Snipes tried. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine. So no more excuses. We can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. So what do we get to do? Learn to play the game. Let's say you want to save 70% up to that division process. We don't pay a bill up to 90 days. We leverage money up to $15 million. From there, what do we look to do? Leverage money. Borrow money is not taxable, and we set up the line of defense. That's number 21. That's called blackjack. Looks like we get to win. So here's my office in 2009 before the coma. 22,000 square foot building. And I told my life, what am I going to do? Go home and go boohoo like you? No, thank you. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. Then I took my 3 divisions of me, closet divisions, and I built $1 million of credit again. And I bought my wife her next dream house. Why do you stay down? I don't understand. There's no reason to do that. The blueprint I designed for me at 9.5 years old, see it, believe it, go get it, works to this day. 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions, a backup and a backup. Each division gives them stability and learn that 1,000 steps and rules and tools. And the Millionaires Founders Kit. See, you don't have your time has you. You need to learn about auto income more and more and more. Coaching, analyze every 7 days. I only have 30 people I can coach at a time. There's only 2 in positions ready to go. Reality is if you don't get one of the last 2 pieces, then you kind of blew it. If I do a blueprint call with you, past, present, and future, good, bad, and ugly, family, corporation, divisions, irrevocable trust, car, house, auto income, cash flow, future time, that blueprint call, you should have your spouse or your partner in life with you on the phone up to 1 hour. It is $999. From there, I like boring businesses. I'm sorry. It was never my desire to run a business. It was to only own the business. So every 40,000 that we invest, usually we get basically 3,000 to 10,000 a month. From there, 100,000, we get what? 45,000 a month to that. 250 up to 75,000 a month. Why don't we target boring businesses? Because when you go to the expo, it's like, which one do I pick? All right, unfortunately, a lot of times you fail. From there, I want you to own it, but I don't want you to run it. That would be the goal. So if we look at these types of businesses run by third party, that would make more sense to get up to that 100,000 a month. Real estate franchise storage units. There is a 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, all right, program for you. 6 weeks is pretty simple. All coaching has to be paid in full. We don't take payments on any of that. 6 weeks of coaching. From there, the blueprint call, 25,000 of cash credit, expedited rapid, corporation with 9 divisions, you don't have it, and basically all the workshops as well. All right, if we break it down in all pieces, it's $11,596. From there, today, during this broadcast for the last 2, it is $4,999. You can call 800-254-9506 and say, I just saw this Mr. Reynolds. All right, I'd like to get the last 2 positions. There you go, too. Now, if you want the 3 months to 6 months to 12 months, all right, the goal should be $5 million. From there, 3 months lined you up. 6 months, you should have your first location, as long as you do what you're told to do. And the 12 months get you multiple locations, too. What is our ultimate goal? Pretty simple. Call if you want one of the last 2 positions available. 800-254-9506. Corporation's a legal what? Person. What do I look at? Divisions are my line of defense. I'm only willing to sacrifice the division, not the corporate, my family. You've been sacrificing you and your family. That's got to stop. What would you do? What are you willing to lose? Hey, I didn't get a family. Never had a real Christmas or a birthday till I got a wife. All right, so I'm not willing to lose the family. Corporation, they can sue. They can sue you. Division process gets everybody checkmate. And that's what makes sense to me, step 23. So today, the goal is reach the dream, think to be the impossible, done it all my life, corporations, divisions into millions of dollars, and training people to be a certified CFO, the ultimate goal. So today, if you have joint credit, just get rid of it. It's in the way. You buy a house, it's escrow, close, homestead, trust. A car and a house and all these pieces, division process. If you don't have a corporation today, they're free in all 50 states. You pay your filing fee. You should have a division for real estate, franchise, all right, current business, and set up your line of defense. I always give back cash credit for a person or the corporation up to times 10 to take away excuses too. That's the ultimate goal. I'm the only one on planet Earth that does actually too. Step 24. Let's think all you want me to do is rebuild your credit. 750, okay. What do? We analyze, we add rapid rescore, we push the scores up and away, and then we put you in class Friday or Saturday. We charge you $9.99. we give you 1,000 card back to you. During the broadcast, we discount it half price to $4.99. The card's $500. With the rules and tools you got today, you'll be able to maintain a 750 score the rest of your life too. You don't have a corp, I'll give you one for free. You pay your filing fee. We do setup and level 1 every Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And from there, articles are free. You pay your filing fee. $9.99 going to give you 5,000 credit back. 5 times your investment. $24.99, $25,000 credit back. Once again, no excuses. If you wanted that kind of program there, discounted today, it's a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Or you call the office at 800-254-9506. Use a card. They will charge you 5% more. So referrals are great. We'll build more credit. If you want it, we'll give you 10% back. As long as that person names your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. That's why I always give you my personal email address too. So look at the banks. What do? They bankrupt locations, branch numbers. What should we do? Division process to protect our assets. Looking behind that curtain, what do we have to do? Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and actually reprogram our brain to millionaire status. All right, again, what do we have to do? Always protect our assets too. As we play this game today, we stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, we all get to play the game to win. Now, if I offer something today discounted, Zelle, now. If you need to call 800-254-9506, do that right away. Because I do change specials and prices on a daily basis. So what do we get to do? Simple. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. We never forget. At the end of the day, God loves us all.